In this video, I'm going to introduce you to semantic kernel in as simple words as possible. On a very high level, semantic kernel is just an SDK to integrate your large language models with your own applications. SDK means software development kit. Whenever you are developing an application, you need some pre-built functions, modules so that you can reuse them. When they are grouped together, it is called as an SDK. It's a very old concept. Semantic kernel is an SDK of AI plugins or AI modules which can be reused in your application. Your application can be in languages like C Sharp, Python, and Java. So, this semantic kernel enables you to integrate your Python applications or Java applications with AI plugins or AI applications. Okay, so this has been released by Microsoft and it is an open source. The name semantic kernel means that it is a sort of kernel. Now, if you have worked with Linux, you might be aware of the concept of kernel. Kernel is a core, a central piece in Linux which integrates everything around it. Like it integrates the whole operating system. Whenever you are using an operating system, you input something and then it gives you an output. Whenever you give an input, it goes to the kernel processes it, and then gives you an output. Similarly, the role of semantic kernel is that whenever a prompt is given to it, just like in this diagram, on the left hand side, we are giving it this prompt, and then kernel takes in this prompt, processes it, and then gives you an output. The real magic happens within the kernel. You don't have to go into way too detailed into the workings of kernel, but just on a very high level, what it does is it takes in the context, it creates a plan around it on the basis of lot of plugins and stuff, and then from there it pipes them together or combines them together or chains them together and then give you the output. So this is what kernel does. Now, if you want to learn more about it, go into the intra cases, which is a good idea, of course. Then this is the documentation of the semantic kernel on Microsoft's website, which you can read through. And I'll be doing more and more videos around it, but I just want to keep it simple and slow so that you would be able to digest the concepts. Okay, now that is done. Now let me show you how you can use this semantic kernel in your Python code by using Hugging Face. I will be using Google Colab's notebook, and for that I am already connected to it. So let's first download some of the modules which are needed. In this first step, I'm installing semantic kernel, torch transformers, sentence transformers, and Hugging Face. And the reason why I'm going with Hugging Face because it hosts free model and I'll be using one of them such as GPT-2 for this. And you can use any model from Hugging Face which does the text generation or something like that. So let's wait for it to finish. It takes a couple of minutes because these are somewhat um, heavy libraries. It's going pretty quick, which is great. And it is at the last leg of installing Hugging Face. That's done. The next step is to log into Hugging Face and click on play, and this is going to ask you the token. In order to get the token, go to huggingface.co, log in with your free account. On the left hand side, go to access token and then copy this token, come back to the notebook, paste your token here and click on login. So we have logged in. Now as a next step, we need to import that semantic kernel and initialize it. So click on plus code. So this is where I am initializing it. As you can see, I'm importing the library and then I'm just simply using the connector to the Hugging Face, and then this is the object which I have obtained from the kernel. And this is where we are talking with GP2 model, which is a free model. Task is task text generation, and we are using the add text completion service from the kernel. So let's run it. So first it will download the model, and then it will print out our uh, this statement which we have put it in the end. So this is it. It's as simple as that. In the so this video was just as an introduction to this semantic kernel, as how you can use it with Hugging Face, what exactly that it does. In the next video, I'm going to show you is how you can perform an actual task with this Hugging Face text completion or any similar model. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.